How does this work? Oh boy. Is this open? How does this work? I think it just goes down in here. Okay. I should have tried this in the house first. I can't even see where that's supposed to go. Put them on, I won't be able to get out of the damn things. Okay. Well, all of a sudden, it's on. I put the wrong strap in. Oh, you're kidding me. Come on, you should come out. One thing, it seems like my winter boots will be okay in these. They're a bit too big for the old, the bindings on the antique shoes. And I'd be wearing the antique shoes, but a little bit at the top, the catgut came away from the frame or broke. And I don't want to make them worse. I need to repair that, so I need to get some. I don't know that I'll buy any catgut. I was looking at some, but I don't know. I might just use some nylon instead. Okay, not too bad. Now, how to do that? Oh yeah. Why am I not surprised? There's the back strap. It's cold outside here in Canada. Lovely, great. Oh wow. There's enough slack left that I can pull that around and stick the hole onto the metal prong. So, might be okay. I'll make something else for it if these last. If they're even gonna work, we will see. So the goal of this procedure here is to tamp down the backyard a bit. And you can see there's a trail right through. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. So someone's been making a trail through. Our dear friends, who are very welcome. You can see my tracks through from the other day when I went to rake the barn roof off there a little bit. That's covered back on again, but anyhow, I'm gonna see what I can do in terms of stomping down this snow because I want to play some hockey out here. And I'm wondering if I should put these straps on my arms, probably. These poles. You don't want to lose your poles, so you better put your straps on. Okay. Here goes. A little better, I guess, than just the boots, but that's just because it's just this slightly increased surface area. Certainly not much of an increase. Easy enough to wear. Actually, it's holding, so I might have left just enough strap on to be able to use these for the moment. They're staying on quite well, which is good, and they will beat down the path, so not bad, not bad. Marley. Hi. Marley and I are here to do a little snowshoe review. Hey? Now, these are 25-inch Outbound Unisex snowshoes. Bought them last year. We never used them. Even though we had a few times where we could have used them, we didn't end up getting to them. So I just tried them out yesterday, and I'd say I recommend them. They were on sale. They were on clearance for got them for about $30 a pair. So they were a great price, number one. Quality, pretty good. Even though I would recommend, before you take them outside, try them out, like check over your bindings and study them, because they don't really provide any instruction. And I mean, it's simple enough, it seems, but I also wasn't wearing my glasses and I'm nearsighted. I would recommend study your bindings before you take them out to put them on. Make sure, you know, open them, close them, make sure you know how to do it before you're outside putting them on. Because I didn't do that, and you know, you're bent over trying to put them on. So I ended up, now I don't know if this was my fault, it could be a quality issue, but the back strap broke on this side while I was trying to pull it tight. Broke in a place, because there's lots of length on them. It broke in a place that I can still hook the holes onto the prong. And so I wore it like that for over an hour, I would think it was, and stomped down the backyard, and it was fine, no problem. Now, even when it came off finally, when it came undone, because it has nothing to secure, it was just hooked on. Even when it came undone, and I didn't bother to do it back up, I was walking around, but it was on a packed trail. It had no problems. Just be careful how you turn. If you lift and your foot doesn't come out. Now, if you were in deep snow, that could be an issue. You could lose your shoe if your strap was broken. But considering that the strap was broken, and not great that it broke right off the start like that, but the other one was okay, so I can attribute that somewhat to user error. I would still rate these very highly, because they did a great job packing down the trail. They're durable, sturdy, lightweight, easy to wear, and you know, they're not a big size, but they still do the job. And after I brought them in, I could easily set them up against the shoe rack or on the boot tray, and they didn't take up a whole lot more space, like even than a pair of boots, not much more. To dry, they have these great crampons, great walking, no problems. So I still recommend them highly. If you're looking for a pair and want to try them out, you could always, even if you did have a problem with the straps they provide. I mean, most naturalists or wilderness folks, generally it's recommended to carry a length of rope, and that's what those bracelets are for. I forget what they call them now, but it's like survivor bracelets with I think it's a square knot. I can't remember now. I used to tie them myself, and we'd use a length of paracord and tie it into a bracelet, so that if you end up needing a length of rope and you don't feel like, I mean, you could just carry a length of rope with you in your pocket, right? That way you don't have to go to the trouble of untying this thing, because in an emergency maybe you wouldn't have the energy to be untying this whole thing. But if if per se you needed a length of rope, and it's generally recommended to carry a length of rope in one form or another, you could still strap these on, and the bindings otherwise I think are fairly durable. I was wearing them for at least an hour yesterday, and no problems with anything else. And so the backstrap, questionable, but like I say, that was partly user error. So if you study them before you put them on, and you be gentle with them. And I wasn't gentle with it, but still I was surprised when it came off. came apart. But it's cold weather here. I mean, we're in Canada, and it's been a little colder, so, I mean, anyway, you could rig up your own. If you have a, length of rope with you, you could strap these on, even probably just around the shoe in your boot, if you, in an emergency, if you needed to, or you could use the frame. And they're fun, even. It was a great value. You got the snowshoes, and came with extendable poles, adjustable. And these are great. I wasn't sure at first how they would hold up, because you set your size and then you clamp it down. It tells you where to stop on the bottom one. You can only go so far, and then you clamp it down. And then at the top you can adjust it. It's got measurements, and I'll do close up of this as well. And size it and clamp it down. And they were great. No problems at all. Very sturdy. Get your handle straps. Great grips. And I used them with mitts. And these are great, even just as a walking stick. The has a nice grip at the bottom, and you can take that off. There's a point underneath. I recommend them. That's my little review. I'm not a snowshoe expert. I've done a little bit of snowshoeing. I have an antique pair of snowshoes, and so this is my second pair of snowshoes. But I mean, they'll do the job. If you need a pair of snowshoes, better than going without. And they, at first I thought it might not do much more than just my winter boots, because the surface area isn't very big. But they did better, and they were, I mean, it was a lot easier to walk through snow with these than, say, to tromp through the backyard in my boots. And they sunk down a bit, but not as far as my boots, not as far as the deer tracks, and they did the job. Pack a trail pretty quickly. You've got the prong to hook it on, and then this to stop and easy to release, and then this for your heel. I had a little difficulty just because, like I say, I hadn't tried them on first before. I was outside standing on my head almost, trying to get my foot in, but once I figured what needed to be done, they were easy to get on. And the other side, great. They're easy to walk in. And I've got a little bit of wear on the paint from yesterday, but not a lot. And they did a great job. Now the ski poles will start at the bottom. How to assemble them a little bit. Okay, there's the end of your ski poles. And you put the little flywheel thingy on there. Came in the package loose. The end back on. These were great in the snow. I didn't have any problems. They're very strong. No problems with any slipping on the clamps. Now the second length of pole starts to give the measurements. I went up to 130 and clamped down. No problem at all. I was a little concerned at first that they might not hold, but these clamps hold where you set them. There's a nice grip and wrist strap. And I whipped it, maybe the angle I whipped it at, maybe it was on the prong, and because it
was held that way and I tugged. I don't know. There's video of it. You can check it out yourself and see what you think happened if you want to. I don't know how visible it is because it might be partly blocking the shot. That might be a deal breaker for some, and understandable if it is. But I say, even so, I still highly recommend them. And, but I'm used to making do with what I've got as well, so it just depends on, but that's entirely up to the purchaser. This is a little heads up on these, and just my opinion, what I think of the pair that I have. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy this content, and if you do, please consider hitting like and subscribe, share, comment, all that YouTube stuff. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you. Take care.